look if it's there. Please show me. Okay. Yet. Let me go back into my account.
Alright, should be going again. Let me see if it's fixed now. I'm gonna check right now. There's gonna be 2 recordings here again. Yeah, it seems to be fixed a little bit. Might be just the frame rate's bad, but still stuttering a bit actually though. I think it's just a track. Maybe I should go through. Yeah, let's see, where should I change this maybe?
Okay.
Or it might be because I am putting it in 1080p. That might be it, huh? I don't know. The internet should
maybe put it down to 7.
Okay. So let's check again now. Okay. Seems a bit better. So, yeah, we're really sorry about the about all this. I think this is as good as it'll get. So,
Oh, that again? Okay.
Yeah, it's just, the quality seems fine, but it's still a bit laggy. Like, I'm at 60 on my computer, but I can see it's like, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, I think that's as good as we'll get. So it's better to have some broadcast than nothing at all. So, all right. Sorry about that, everyone. Thimo and I seem to have worked everything out now. So.
Yeah, let's hope that is fine now. So, excuse the failed attempt. We had some problems because both of us actually didn't know we had to broadcast because there were some difficulties and unexpected issues coming up. So, therefore, we're not as prepared as we could have been, and that's the reason we had this problem. So now we're having the 15th round of 2 Sarel hands. It is at Singapore, which is the longest race in the on the calendar, and pretty exhausting. And yesterday in SLR, it was quite an exciting one. So let's hope this time it will be good as well.
Yeah, especially considering last week at 2SRL Italy, what a race was that we got put on by, or that was given to us by the McLarens and the whole field basically. If you did not watch that one, be sure to check out the EGL YouTube channel, because they have that recorded there, or the broadcast there, as we ride on board with Terra Incognita, our SLR commentator, who just puts it 3rd fastest with a 1:34.8. So good lap from him to just get right behind the front row.
Yeah, currently Speedy is in P1, which is interesting because yesterday he qualified really well as well. So he qualified in P2, and now he even improves his own time. Yeah. He qualified in P2. He is of course a pad user, and
let's see what Pala can do.
Singapore
can
is
jump it.
Pala. Wow. And Singapore is infamous for giving pad users huge problems with their high temperatures. So, and yesterday it ended in the problem that Speedy, after I think 4 laps it was, he had tire temps of 105 degrees Celsius. And yeah, that's pretty undrivable. You can't really nail apexes with that. Your tires just melt away, literally. And so then he got wing damage and retired. Another interesting thing is, will he be able to hold on to this good qualifying position in this race, or will it all break into pieces again like it did yesterday? So
yeah, another one to look at here is Bance, the admin here. He puts it 6th fastest. Yesterday he had a pretty bad race, unfortunately, as he is my teammate, you know, and I have to feel, I will be biased and say that I hope that he does has a better race here today. Our last 2 race winner, actually. He's won the last 2 races. So hopefully he can get something back together here. I know he does not do well on this track, but 6th fastest so far. He is ahead of Revo, so one of the other faster drivers. So far so good.
Speaking about being biased for teammates, one to look at specifically for this race will probably be Tara. because we know he has got a quite clean driving style in terms of conserving tires and keeping the temperatures low, and yeah, having a low tire wear. So this is really important at Singapore, being a track which really kills your tires basically. And also with main competitors, he normally has to deal with Speedy and Vance not being at their full strengths on this track. He might be able to go big for this race and might even have the chance to get another win after he has been denied by his internet connection last time out in Monza. So
oh yeah,
he's
that one
kind of
was
seeking for redemption, and maybe he's getting it here.
Okay, I'm gonna put a notice out into the chat here and let you guys know that the stream quality.
I can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Just let everyone know that it is gonna be a bit off. So.
Oh. It is really laggy.
Yeah, but this is as good as it can get, unfortunately. I apologize. Next week we will probably have a better one. Next week I will definitely be able to commentate, so, and I will be more organized than this. My apologies to everyone. But yeah, as I was riding on board with Kirst here, our current potential drivers champion. Yeah, everyone's going into the pits now. So they're going to be preparing, so not going to be much action.
Something I wanted to mention was the fact that this race is going to be wet at the start, so that kind of throws it all over the place. I don't know. It kind of makes. That's what I wanted to say. Especially because rain, obviously, for
Singapore and the rain. Yeah,
it decreases tire temps.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, that's also gonna help the pad players. So like Speedy is probably gonna be very happy about that. But another thing to mention is that this track is actually really, really slippery in the dry as it is. That's why we have these hypersoft tires, which if once they die out, you will start to feel it like a little bit earlier. As Jackdaw on his lap hits the wall there, but I don't think he got any damage. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the traction plays into effect there. So let's see what's happening here. We're gonna ride on board here with Terra and Paula both, and try and see how they do on their final, what it should be essentially their final outlap or their final laps in qualifying. So we're gonna see everyone be running the hypersoft, since there is no point to running anything else, since they will be starting on intermediate. Do you know if it's light rain or full wet?
It will be a full wet start, but it goes down to dry race in like 20 minutes. At least that's what Kirst told me, because Kirst was the one giving me the information.
Yeah, Kirst is all-knowing, as we know. Kirst.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's our most knowledgeable and our most respectful and our fastest driver, as we know.
Yeah,
so.
And he knows more about the weather than Jeff does.
Yeah, obviously. So, anyways, before they think we're biased, let's see. Terror is on his lap now. We're gonna ride on board here as he comes down the DRS straight here. I apologize, I don't know the actual names at the corners as he breaks down going into the next turn here. Going down a little bit of a swapper on the back end, coming now up into what will be the beginning of Sector 2 eventually. A little bit of, you have to watch your traction here into turn 9, I believe that is. Nice and carrying enough speed there. Coming up here to where the Singapore sling used to be. Hits the wall a little bit, but it doesn't seem to have put him off too much. Coming now up to the Anderson Bridge. A little bit slidey all over the place here on the back, so maybe the rears are a little bit overheated, but hopefully not. He locks up a bit going into the hairpin. Coming down now this back straight here. Now, which will begin Sector 3. Now, let's see if he can get this turn here. It's easy to corner cut here. He locks up a bit, goes a little bit wide, but he does get it, so this might not be the cleanest lap, but it might be enough to get him ahead, hopefully. But now into the really tight end sector of Sector 3. Hits the wall, and he's into the wall, and he spins off and loses his front wing. Oh,
he
my
just
goodness.
Legitimately cosplayed the thumbnail of the stream.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at it, it's the Renault being in the wall at this point.
Yeah, and he just reverses onto the runoff, or he just slides onto the runoff area, kind of Sebastian Vettel-esque in 2017 when he hit the wall. But yeah, that is big disappointment for Terror. Wasn't seeming like a very comfortable lap as it was, so let's see what Paula can do now. Because Paula, one of the main contenders here, he is coming through the sector where Terror just was. takes a lot more speed than he did and a lot more smoother on the entry there. So he goes now into the end here towards this tunnel. Let's see if he misses the wall. He does miss the wall. He gets a little bit of a swapper on the back end. Takes a lot of curb there, so the ideal line there. Carries enough speed in third gear. Short shifts up to fourth, down to third. Coming now into the end sector here. Avoids the wall. Very well done. Now he's going to carry a lot of speed into the final corner. Or final two corners, I should say. Can he cross the line? What is he going to be? He is improving to a 134.3. So now let's see what Speedy can do here. So Speedy is coming up as well to the tunnel here. Can he put it on pole position though? With because this will actually help him a lot with the tires, as you said, Thimo. Oh, he hits the wall a tiny bit, but
Revo is Revo has put his final attempt into P4 behind Terra. Terra was apparently 3/10 up on his last try, so if he had managed to pull that one off, he would have probably been ahead of Speedy. Never mind.
134 flat.
He wouldn't.
Impressive time. On the pad too. And Bance third fastest. Terra,
so Bance in P3.
Bance has got his pace back, it seems, so that's good for Bance.
Nice one of him.
Let's see what Nick can do here. Nick is currently P7. He crosses the line. He does not improve. Let's see what Buddy can do, because Buddy is about to finish up his lap, coming up to the tunnel here. And hopefully he can carry some speed there. Yeah, he does. Jesse hits the wall somewhere here in Sector 3, and Buddy loses it, and he crashes
Buddy
as well.
into the wall.
Oh boy, okay, so that's 2 times. As I said, the traction here is
Jeremy, okay, Jeremy can slip through. I was worried.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hold him up.
Not really with good traction, so that lap was probably not as good as he wished for. Yeah, he abandons it even.
Yeah, so that might have actually hampered him. So, yeah, that's a shame for Buddy. I think he was up as well, I would assume. So, congratulations to Speedy, our resident I think he is the championship leader, so pretty much.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Oh yeah, he's by a lot. So yeah,
by a fair margin.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, pole position again to him. Paula is going to be on the front row with him as well. These two did come together last week, so let's hope nothing like that happens again. Bance in third with Terror, joining him on the second row. So Revo and Silver are in the third row here together, and then Jack and Buddy behind them. Tipsy Bob ninth, and Hugos will complete the top 10. And then everyone behind that, so Matthias, Clara, Jeremy, Motocross, Jack, Veldem, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the name properly.
Veldemeneke, I don't know.
Yeah, I apologize.
I think he was called Niels before, so that should be him, but I could be mistaken.
Okay, yeah, my 2SRL knowledge is not too, it's improving, but since I am fairly new to learning everyone's names since I just joined from Austria, and I had like a few weeks away, so but yeah, again, here's the grid. Everyone qualifying on Hypersoft, so we will have a wet race, but Stinger had made 2 contact with 2 people, so he has 2 grid penalties, but he's just gonna start from the back anyways, so that's a shame. So Cursed behind as well. It'll be interesting to see the back of the grid form here, so anyways, this will be an interesting one, I hope. So before we start, again, I apologize for the stream quality. I tried fixing it. I restarted the stream a couple times. Thimo and I are very late, as I said, so it's gonna be very bad. And as you can see, that is some pretty heavy rain that's gonna be on the grid with us today. So yeah, this will be interesting. So, this is actually going to increase the length of the race as well. I believe the opening lap is going to be around a minute 50, or 2 minutes even. I'm not too sure, but around there it'll be. This will be quite a long race. As it is, it's going to be even longer now with that. So, I assume we're going to be here for quite some time.
Yeah, yesterday's race took almost an hour. I think it was like 55 minutes.
Yeah, and that wasn't full. That wasn't a dry race, so.
Wait, is it actually? Yeah, it is. It is raining.
Yeah, full wets here. We're gonna have on the grid here, so we're gonna be beginning the formation lap here, as Speedy leads everyone away. If you guys are enjoying, be sure to subscribe to the not ZA Majors, I apologize, EGL Majors, EGL Majors, yeah, I apologize, the Z...
Only EGL.
Clara gets disqualified, and Jeremy too, but subscribe to the EGL Majors, YouTube channel to, if you would like to see the broadcast. If you aren't able to make it for one race and you would like to watch, be sure to, you can check out their channel and see the race recorded here with commentary, and you can also go back and watch some of the old races, and they also have other different video game esport games such as CS:GO and Call of Duty, I believe. So
not yet. We're still planning things.
Oh, okay.
So we're planning to stream some iRacing endurance. There from the squad with Benz, Terra, and Rebel. So we're planning on that, and also we'll probably be re-adding CS:GO and Call of Duty into the range of things we are doing. But currently we don't have them yet on Extreme Gaming League, but probably coming soon. So
if you are a fan
of have a look.
Yeah, if you are a fan of endurance racing, Bant, Terror, and Revo are all ones to watch, especially Revo, who is quite a fan of iRacing, to put it lightly.
F1 game bad.
Yeah, F1 game bad. But yeah, you can see in the formation.
For the meme.
Yeah, I know. Seeing on the formation lap, everyone is sliding around already. So,
just a out of context question: are you streaming on 30 FPS or 60?
I'm on 60 FPS.
Okay,
I think it's because it's lagging partially. I am at 40 FPS, so. What do you think? Yeah, I tried it. I checked everything. The settings are the same as last week's, so.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So that's a shame then.
Yeah,
okay.
There's nothing I could do. I tried to change it up. I went down to 720p. I don't know, but it didn't seem to improve it too much. So apologies again. The stream is just. We're just gonna have to deal with it, but it's gonna be a bit hard on the eyes to watch, but you can still see what's happening nonetheless. So
yeah.
I
think turn 1 will be really interesting. We definitely have to keep an eye on these people if they maybe get caught up by the slippery conditions and possibly drive into each other, but let's not jinx anything.
Here we go, 5 lights here ahead of the drivers.
And we're underway in Singapore. Pala with a really bad start.
He does not let it go. Oh, Bance is already up into second place as well.
Yeah, and now
Terror up into third as well. Revo up into fourth as they make a little bit of contact there. Revo's trying to make his way around Terror. Bance trying to go for the lead. Oh, who's gone off? Somebody did go off.
I don't think anyone.
Oh no, nobody noted yet. Bance is taking the lead though here. He's right alongside with Speedy. Speedy's gonna have to outbrake himself into the corner here, and as he does, he squeezes Bance into the wall. Nearly a lot of sliding in the back there. Ooh boy, but Bance does get up a great start there, up into second place.
And Revo is trying to take the fight against Terror. Incognita at the Little King. Bans meanwhile on the inside trying to challenge for the lead. Terra keeps his position, Speedy keeps his position, so unchanged for those. Pala obviously dropped out of the top ranks. He's down into P7 after that horrific start.
Yeah, I think he's
struggling quite a lot, but he's just made the pass on Nick, so back up into P6.
Yeah, I think he missed the
problems.
Yeah, I think he missed the clutch. Revo goes a little bit wide, I think. Oh no, that was
I saw an plate.
Yeah, there's contact up in there in the front there, so we're gonna check back on that. Hopefully that wasn't a big deal, but it was one of the Williams, I believe.
Silva is just getting passed by Pala. He will stick in his nose, he clips the wall, and therefore he loses all momentum. Buddy maybe.
Yeah, Buddy's gonna have a run here as well on him. In the slipstream a bit, but this isn't really an overtaking spot entirely. It is one of the better ones, but yeah, he's gonna keep that position. So,
and Clara is also now challenging Nick for P8. I'm not getting good camera angles, so I can't really tell. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna ride on board here with Bance and Speedy. See if Speedy can actually hold this position here for the time being. But Bance is gonna be challenging him for this win. But yeah,
this will be an interesting one.
Yeah, he's losing it a bit on the rear here, sliding around all over the place. That's gonna help him get away there. So yeah, that's not ideal.
You can see all of the cars spinning a bit, or not spinning. So I'm going to look up what cursed.
Going wide there is I think that was Pala. Yeah, he got a bit of a swapper on the rear end there as well. But he does manage to get it under control, luckily. But he does go very wide, coming out into the final corner there. So let's see. So far, everyone got away fairly cleanly.
Okay, never mind. The intervals lied to me. I thought Benz was on the move.
Yeah, Clara gets past. Clara gets past Jack, but Jack gets the move back. So let's see, there's a battle.
Yeah, so they are still fighting side by
He does
side
get passed
now.
again now, though. He's passed him now again. Jack is going to tuck into the slipstream, trying to get the move
Hugo
back in. Hugo and him are in the way.
as well.
Ooh, they're really going for it today here. But yeah, Clara does get those moves done, so well done to him. But Jack runs a bit wide, or
looks
Nick
down
runs
the
a bit
inside
wide.
and just passes Nick pretty clean. Can Clara also capitalize on that? Doesn't look like it yet. Not Clara, Motocrosser. I confused the two Mercedes drivers.
Meanwhile, here Paula is right on the back of Revo as well. Revo hits the wall there, coming out of I don't know what turn that is, but coming up to the Anderson Bridge. Revo does have to back out of that, and Paula gets up into 4th place. So yeah, Revo made a bit of a mistake there. That may or may not cost him. Silver's having a look down the inside. He's going wide there. Oh, there's gonna be a bit of contact, and no, and Silver's. Oh, he's gotta let go of the. He's gotta let go. He's just spinning him. I don't know what Revo's doing.
He just pushes Silver
I don't know what Revo was doing there. He needed to let go, and now he spun Silver around completely.
Will he get into? Please get ghosted. Thanks.
Okay, yeah.
Not killing Cursed.
So that just ruined both of their races almost. Now Silver's in last place, and Revo's up into down into 15th. So
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
F1 game bad.
Yeah, F1 game bad. As that's
Nick hits the wall.
Yeah, but meanwhile, we have the battle for first brewing here. Now, Bance is on the back of Speedy again. Speedy might be struggling a bit, as it is Singapore on the pad. It may not be much of consolation to be in wet weather still, so he is going to have slipstream. There will be no DRS here, but coming up into turn 1 very cautiously in 4th gear. Yeah, this is full wet, so there's going to be almost no traction here whatsoever. Speedy gets a little bit of a kick on the rear. Let's see what he can do here. Bance very cautious into turn 4. And
Clara goes wide in turn 3 it is, and Yuga slips through as well as Motocrosser. No, he doesn't, but he almost slipped through.
Oh yeah, Motocross is right on the back of him as well here. Let's see what he can do. He's probably going to have a better run here. Clara is offset from that, so into turn, I don't know what turn this is. I apologize, I think it's 7, but yeah, he's going to have a look down the inside. Clara does not fight him too, or actually he does fight him a bit harder, and defends that very nicely indeed. So he's going to be on the inside here. So.
Yeah, Motocrosser broke a bit later, but not late enough, and Clara just takes the line and defends his position.
No, yeah, he's fine.
I think someone in the background, one of the Sabers, just clipped the wall by a bit.
So, meanwhile, Speedy, I think Bance made another mistake somewhere, because Speedy is a lot. Or I don't know. My intervals are glitched, so F1 game bad.
But this time, yeah.
So.
But this time they are quite fine, because Bance probably lost like a second on both Terra and Speedy. As also Pala has worked his way back up the order again after that horrific start.
Yeah, but
I don't know what's happened to him there.
Yeah, I think he missed the. Like I said, I think when he hit the clutch and the thing, I think he missed it. He didn't let go in time or something. But yeah, another thing to note here: the rain has calmed down a bit, so we are in light rain conditions. So the track is going to dry up a bit. The line will get a little bit less damp, so we will be able to switch to intermediate soon. So we're going to see some pit stops eventually.
It will be interesting who gets the timing right. Well, in this game, basically, it is most of the time it comes down to what your race engineer, Jeff, the beloved Jeff, says. Tells you. Because at one point when it dries up and Jeremy passes Motocrosser, they are still having a side-by-side battle. Towards turn 1 now, with Clara on the with Motocrosser on the inside, and I was a bit confused. I think Jeremy took the position. What I was about to say was that if it goes into intermediate tire conditions, at one point Jeff will tell you about an alternative strategy.
Stinger gets a 5-second stop-go penalty, and he just retires.
Oh, he retires.
Yeah, demoralizing. Unfortunate for Stinger. He had a 10-place grid penalty for two bits of contact in qualifying. So hopefully, if that wasn't his fault, then I got a feel for him there, and he just leaves. Yeah, so let's see.
Yeah, so at one point you get approached, and then you know, okay, we're under safety car. Is it safety car?
Oh, we have a safety car. Yeah, he triggered the safety car. He triggered the safety car.
Wow.
Oh dear, that's actually
He was in the pits.
He was in the pits, and they still that. Why is there a safety car for that?
But if oh no!
Oh, Buddy!
Speeding on a safety car for Buddy! And that is really horrific on this game, because I think there's a bug where you might not be able to serve the drive-through penalty, so that in the
Oh
worst
yeah, he might actually get
case,
disqualified for that. Yeah, you're. Oh no.
yeah, now he's basically parking it.
Yeah, I think he. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Will there be pit stops?
There might be eventually. This is actually. I mean, depending on how I can't really see many puddles anymore. Speedy's slowing it down here.
But I can.
Okay, I have the over revving glitch now for all of them, so that's great.
Ouch.
Because I just got a stutter there, so we're gonna try not to run on board for a bit. It does fix itself eventually. Let's see. Yeah, Speedy is going into the pits. I don't know if that's the. I mean, I don't know if that's it, but oh, Bance cuts into the pits as well. I don't know if you saw that, but
I didn't. No.
Bance was at the end. He was at the exit.
Yeah, everyone goes.
Yeah, he just cut it. Yeah, they're all gonna be pitting in here. Yeah, so this is the. And Buddy gets a stop and go penalty as well.
Speeding in the pit lane. Buddy's race has gone from bad to worse now. But is this a surf drive-through? No, it pits him.
Oh,
he can't surf the drive-through.
I mean, but he can serve it under the safety car, can't he? Maybe. If he.
Well.
Since he has to.
I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, since he has to pit for intermediates, maybe that's what. I don't know how it
works. There might be the regulation that you can't, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, but something to note: Matthias stays out, and Veldmeneke. Apologize again if I got your name wrong. He stays out, but yeah, here we have the safety car. So I'm sorry, but I don't understand how there's how that's a safety car for retiring in the pit lane. Yeah. But this game, don't want to diss it too much, like Revo, but.
Yeah. Speaking of Revo, I'm pretty positive that the showing of Vance and you yesterday was the better Ferrari showing this weekend, as Nick and Revo are currently running in the last two positions, and Revo even stays out.
He's not even gonna pit.
The pits. Oh no, Cursed is disconnected. No.
Cursed.
Wait, is he?
No, he's fine. No, he's fine. He's fine.
He was ghosted.
No, he was ghosted because Revo was coming around, I think, or he might have hit the wall. But yeah, we're gonna have a safety car here. We're gonna have a bit of a lull session here. So I think that was the wrong strategy call from Matthias, and
yeah.
From,
so do I.
Yeah, from Veld. I'll call him Veld for now. So yeah. Yeah. So them two and yeah. Them two are the ones who are gonna have to. They're gonna lose out here. They're gonna be in last place because everyone's bunched up, so they missed their opportunity at a free pit stop. They do have the track position, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So since it's wet weather.
Also, the fascinating question of this race will be: can Kirst finish out of Revo?
Oh yes. Oh my. Oh my.
He might be able to if Revo bottles it big time.
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I don't understand what Revo was thinking there. It was kind of like last week in Monza where he just kind of plowed into the back of Hugos and spun him around. This time he could have, I mean, he just kept going into the back of Silver. And this may or may not have saved Silver, actually, because everyone is bunched up. He does not have to pit or anything. He's done his pit stop. He can make his way back up the grid. But this is actually going to hurt Vance a bit because he actually came out behind Veld there. So Speedy will have, but Speedy is behind Matthias. So if they don't pit, then we'll have to see how this develops. But yeah, interesting stuff so far. Right. So yeah, I believe Terror is. Well, this is net third for him. Still the same. Pala's in net fourth place here. So what's gonna happen is Pala's right behind Terror. If he can get a good jump, or Terror can get a good jump on Vance, then we will see. We'll have to see some action, and they'll have to work their way around Veld if he doesn't pit soon. So he might end up posing a roadblock, as I said, for all three of them. And Speedy will have to make his way around Matthias. But as we know from Speedy's racing style, he usually goes for it whenever he sees the gap, even if it isn't exactly an overtaking spot. And I don't know if Matthias is going to fight him too hard for that position.
Yeah. As far as I would judge the drivers and their, well, not really their skills, but the things they excel at more than other drivers, I would say that the weather gods are currently in favor of Terra because if it dries up
That's okay.
More and more as it is forecasted to be to do, then I think the time's working for Terra because Speedy will get the overheating tire issue.
Oh
even though he's currently in the lead, so his tires will overheat, so he'll be vulnerable. And then I think Benz isn't really that good at this track, at least that's what he himself claims all the time, so it's fair to say it. Whereas Terra has probably fine pace here, and I think the rain kind of saved Benz as well, because he's probably pretty good at the rain. At least he's been in the past races, so I think Terra might have a really good shot at the moment, or I'm just a biased, or I'm just biased, one of those.
But yeah, the safety car is about to come in. We're about to, or Matthias will control the restart here. Let's see when he goes. I believe he's going now. Or not yet, but since he is in the lead, he can choose when to go. Are we?
Oh, this track looks dry.
Yeah, the track is
honestly
fairly dry as we're going now. He is going to be a bit slower. Let's see how this works out. See who's got the right strategy here. If these two, if it pays off. But yeah, Matthias is in the lead here. Bance has a tiny look at Veld, but doesn't really get to do anything about that. Let's see how this plays out behind him.
And Veld is unable to hold his car together into tires on the full wet tires on the pretty dry track, so he drops down the position. Yeah, and Vance. Terra gets attacked by Pala, so that's that. Terra and Pala are now almost running side by side. Terra doesn't get his car turned soon enough, so now he's dropping down the order. I think I jinxed him.
Yeah.
That's fair. He jinxes drivers all the time.
Oh, let's see if Pala has a dive down the inside of Veld on his wet tires, but with intermediates he's got a lot more grip. I have the over-revving glitch, so I'm gonna not ride on board with him. He has a look, but he doesn't get the move done. Terra's gonna fight him back.
On traction
yeah, he's struggling there. Buddy's having a look now as well. Hopefully Buddy can serve his drive-through as what's it? Pala runs a little bit into the back of Veld.
Oh, and now Terra running wide, almost getting attacked by Buddy. By the way, what will happen to Buddy with his penalty? But Buddy now dives to the inside across the Anderson.
Oh, and now Veld, off goes Veld. He's gone into the wall, so now he is back down into. He's gonna lose some positions. He joined. Hopefully he didn't join safely or unsafely.
So what will happen? Oh, and Hugas dives to the inside of Terra. Terra is really
struggling now.
Maybe he didn't get his tires warmed up in time or something like that. That must be it, because I don't see any other.
Yeah, he is sliding all over the place. Oh boy, I don't know if that was Hugas or not.
Hugas almost put it into the wall. Clara slipping through.
Yeah, Clara gets through now. These two probably have some beef after yesterday. A few incidents in there. But yeah, meanwhile, Bance is right on the back now of Speedy. Matthias, I apologize. Speedy does get past Matthias, so now he is in the lead. Matthias is really slow now, since this is, I don't believe this is the time for
Oh, and Pala just had an epic moment, because he was
Hugas gets a penalty for speeding. Yes, some damage. That means yeah, and he gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Bance has a look down the inside now of Matthias, and Kurz gets disqualified again.
No. Oh, Buddy pits for ultra softs. I think he wanted to serve his penalty, but he doesn't manage to.
What did Kurz
Probably now he's on ultra softs.
What did Kurz do?
Everyone is going out onto dries. Oh, is Terra as well? No, Terra has come out on the intermediates. He just completely threw away this race. Basically, he would have been the first one on ultra softs now.
I don't believe it is. Yeah, it's still raining, so I don't believe it's time for wets. I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't think he can make up 20 seconds. I think he just massively choked.
I think he had damage maybe or something. I don't know what happened.
He probably had.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but that must have been a reason. Maybe he hit someone on the safety car or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but one thing to note is motocross has benefited from that safety car. He's up in the 6th place here as he is going to be catching squabbling Salbers up ahead, Jeremy and Matthias, although Matthias is probably not going to put up much of a fight to Jeremy.
Oh, and Revo comes together with Silver.
Again.
Yeah,
they're going at it, I bet you.
Hugas.
Yeah, he's trying to go after him. Oh, Revo is on soft tires. What?
Yeah, he tries to drag them to the end probably.
Yeah,
he will be really struggling.
Yeah, Oh, sorry.
an interesting decision, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think he has much grip. He's really going slow here, but I mean, he must know better than me though. I wouldn't have known to call it there, but yeah. Let me see the tires at the moment. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are DRS is enabled now, so this is the time. Yeah. So Terra, you were right. Terra did lose out there.
Matthias with an absolute masterstroke because he is now up into P6. Well, where will he come out? Probably still P6. So he made the right call to stay out on the wet tires. He did a really great job to keep it together. And that's unfortunate for me because he will pull away in the standing.
Yeah.
I think I'm currently. I mean, my target was to beat him by the middle of the season, but then I kind of stopped.
Yeah, but
anywhere.
This is an interesting note here. Vance has gone onto soft tires, so he will try and go to the end. Speedy is on ultra softs, so he's going to have to make another pit stop. Vance will try and drag this to the end, and that might have just been the right strategy. He and Revo and Jack are all on softs. Everyone else is on ultra softs here.
And Tipsy is now alongside Nick. Nick dives to the inside. Will they make contact? No, they each other enough space, just enough space. So that was a fair bit of racing. Now they are probably trying to take Jesse next for P10.
Is he going to have a look here? No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's having respect.
So, wow, okay. So now things are going to develop here now that we're on dries. There's going to be a little bit less grip at the moment, but it will develop. As you can see, there is a racing line that the drivers are following. There will be more grip as the race goes. So, yeah, let's see. So far, I believe Revo and Vance are in... Or Revo might be in a net P1, but he will get caught at the end unless he gets these moves done now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go right on board with him. Yeah.
Also, we currently have ourselves Clara in a podium position. P3. Yeah. But now under attack, basically under attack.
From Paula. Yeah, Paula's having a look, but backs out of that, excuse me.
Will he dash to the inside? Please don't. He doesn't.
Yeah, not in there. That is not an overtaking spot. He does run into the back of Clara a little bit. Didn't lose any wing, but Vance is going to be slow too because he's on soft tires. So if I were Vance, I would not fight this. But yeah, oh my goodness, look at the speed.
And Paula gets a really good space yet.
They're all going to have DRS though on Vance.
He breaks early to get the better run, and looks like he got the better run.
Hugos puts in the fastest lap next. So let's see. He has a look.
Nice. He's in P5.
Yeah, Hugos is right there behind them too. So. Let's see, Kirst. Kirst leaves. So, sorry, Kirst. Maybe next time. I don't know what happened there, but Paula does get the move done. It seems on the outside there. There you go. Very well done from him. But Clara is gonna have a run here, but no, he's not. But Hugos is gonna have DRS on him instead. So he's gonna be a sitting duck here, even though. Oh no, he does have DRS, but he doesn't open it in time. So is he gonna have a look here on the inside? He dives it down there, and now Jeremy's in the fight here as well. So Speedy is getting away. Since Vance is kind of holding everyone up, Paola's going to be on the back of him. Clara is trying to fight back against Hugos here. Let's see if Hugos can keep the move done. He's on the inside there, and that is the move done. But Clara's going to have a look maybe again to the inside of where the chicane used to be, or the Singapore sling. And there's yellows in Sector 2, so let's see what happened there. It's clear now.
I think a little touch between Paula and
Paula and Vance, yeah, but Vance is...
Oh, and Paula really interesting.
Oh, Clara hit the wall! Clara hit the wall! Clara said, oh no!
He's out after the bridge!
Oh no! He was doing so well, and now he makes one mistake, and that is Singapore, and Speedy gets a time penalty. Jeremy cuts the corner there a little bit too. Paula is having a look now. Meanwhile, on the inside of Vance, he gets the move done there, and that is the move. Yes, that is it done there. Very well done from Paula. Now he's gonna have to go chase after Speedy, but Speedy is gonna be struggling eventually because this is Singapore on the pad, so you know, as we said, the temperatures will come into play. So. Massive disappointment for Clara.
Now on the charge, but Speedy also on his own charge because he put in the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, and he's pulled a 7-second gap. He's going to need that because he does have to make another pit stop, and so does Paula. So let's see what Hugos can do. He's right on the back of Vance now as well. So we're going to ride on board here.
Worked his way up into P7, so he might be in this again.
Yeah, Jeremy and Silver are all three on the back now of Vance. So. The safety car did save Silver's race and Revo's as well, so I'm pretty sure Silver's not going to be too happy, but he won't care too much if this pays off for him here. So we have yellows in Sector 3, so I'm not sure what happened there.
And Hugos moves to the outside of Vance, and he brakes significantly late.
And that's the move done there. Very well done from Hugos. And now Jeremy's on the back as well. Those soft tires are not as grippy as the ultra softs, so this, yeah, you can see how much later Jeremy can break compared to him, and Silver's going to be in the fight as well there as well. Jeremy has a look to the inside now. He's going to back out of that though, as Silver now catches up here as well completely. Revo is kind of there in the background as well, but Veld and Tipsy are going to catch Revo. So 2 fights to see here between our 2 endurance racers. So interesting developments here so far. Yeah, Revo's got a bit of a train behind him there with Veld and Tipsy. We will go look in on that in a bit, but we're going to see here if Jeremy can get this move and if Silver can follow as well, because this is hurting them, because Hugos is going to take away or take off, and so is Paolo. So let's...
Jeremy's still all over the back of Benz, so Benz is currently
Speedy putting in another
having a train behind him. Speedy really fast, but Pala probably with the fastest
Pala's catching
lap,
him too though. Pala's catching up more. So yeah, Jeremy is going to have DRS now here. Benz does have DRS as well off of Hugos. So but Jeremy has better tires. He can go later on the brakes. He doesn't really take advantage of that though. He lets Benz have that corner, but now he's on the inside there. Can Benz hold it? No, Jeremy's going to get the move done. Great racing, and now Silver's going to be in the fight there as well. But Jeremy will be a sitting duck here on the DRS straight here, because Vance and Silver will both have slipstream and the DRS. So let's see what can happen here. Vance isn't really making much of it since he is not too close ahead, but Silver has got it down here. It seems like he's going to be able to benefit late on the brakes there on the inside, and that is the job done there for now. But Vance is on the inside as well, and he's going to let him have that. Yeah, if I were Vance, I would just save the tires, but watch out for Revel behind. So since that's the main person who's racing, if you ask me. But Vance down into 6th, but this may not matter since his strategy may end up paying off. So,
by the way, Buddy didn't get disqualified. He's currently in P14 chasing Terra, who himself is chasing Motocrosser.
Yeah, so a big disappointment for both Terra and Buddy having getting the safety car kind of ruining their races, and Terra's strategy not really paying off there as well. But
yeah, he might have just forgotten to change something. I don't know.
So meanwhile, Jeremy is catching up to the back of Hugos here, and Silver is going to be fighting that as well. Hugos is going to be slow now because he is also on the pad, so, and he's not very strong here. He hits the wall coming out of the back of the tunnel there. So now coming up to the end of the lap here, Jeremy will be on the back of him. So let's see what happens here. This is for the podium position at the moment. So he's going to have to get a good run here. He will have DRS now. And he is in the slipstream here. The start-finish rate is not really the best spot to overtake since this is so short, and the DRS is not very powerful there, but the back straight is probably your best bet here. So coming into the swooping sectors of turn 1, 2, and 3, he makes a bit of contact there. Hugos kind of covers the inside and then goes back to the outside to the racing line here. He's going to have a look. He's going to back out of that, but he does have a little bit better run here now, coming down onto this back straight here, DRS. But Silver's in the fight there as well. Can he get the move as well? He's going to go for both of them. Can he get the double overtake here? He's already passed Jeremy. Is he going to have a look down the inside of Hugos? Hugos defends, though.
Oh,
so.
Yeah, he couldn't commit as much
and
as
then
he
Jeremy gets the
probably
move
wished
back.
for.
Yeah, Jeremy gets the move back.
And Jeremy
gets
revenge
a
at least.
Gets a swap on the back end there.
Traction.
So Silver gets that place back now again there. So that's a... Yeah, now he's right on the back of Silver now. I don't know about that. I don't know how the desync is working, so I'm not really... I'd be afraid to go that close if I were him. But Vance is now caught up again, and Revo's going to be catching as well. So we're going to have a 5-man train here for the podium position. And then Tipsy will catch it as well. So this is going to be a very interesting battle to watch here. So as we're going to watch it unfold from Hugos' point of view here. So try and see what happens. Jeremy's having a look at Silver now, trying to get that position back after losing it there. So yeah, another interesting thing, I'm keeping an eye on the gaps there. Pala is removing the gap a little bit from Speedy. He's already taken 2 seconds out, and it is lap 13, so we're approaching the halfway mark of this race. So yeah, Speedy is gonna have to is probably gonna start to struggle on those ultra softs compared to Pala, who I don't know if he's on a pad or not, but is he, or is he on a wheel?
I don't know, but I think he's on the wheel.
I can probably tell. I can probably tell right now. Yeah, he seems to be on a wheel. I can tell by the steering wheel. So let's see here. Meanwhile, Jeremy has a look down the inside of Silver, but he doesn't get the move done now. But Vance is going to have a look as well now. Tipsy gets a time penalty for speeding. Oh no, Silver!
Spins!
Silver spins again!
The Force India is out!
That is really demoralizing again. Oh my goodness. So big disappointment as Veld hits the wall there, but Vance kind of falls off the back here. Now Revo has DRS on Vance. That was Tipsy, I apologize. Now Revo gets the move done here. Does he get it? Actually, Bance defends, pushes Revo a little bit wide. Revo is going to have the inside line, though. Late on the brakes for Bance. Revo does have a look down the inside, and he does seem to get the move done, but Bance is still on the inside. He's going to have to back out of that, so well done from Revo. He's up into 5th place, and now he's going to have to chase after Jeremy, who lost some ground to Hugos here, it seems. But Hugos is going to start to struggle. As you can see, he goes a little bit wide there into turn 11. So, yeah, now coming into the Anderson Bridge, Jeremy gets a little bit of a swapper as well, but he's going to have a little bit more braking power there, as this is the part where the track, that turn right there is where the overheating tire really affects you, because you will lock up hard into that turn, into the hairpin, since you have to go down almost into 1st gear.
Yeah, and it's kind of... oh, Revo hits the wall on his side, and he loses out to both McLaren. Yeah. I don't think he really took damage, though. Veltmanek will try to get past, but he doesn't make the move. He gets held up himself.
Yeah, now,
so now Nick is all over the back of him. Revo, I don't think he took damage.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. I didn't see any carbon fiber flying, but luckily now Tipsy is on the back of his teammate here. I don't know, I believe Bance isn't going to fight that too hard, but Terra gets past Silver as well, so big disappointment for Silver as well again. But meanwhile here, Tipsy does have DRS on Bance, and Bance has DRS on Jeremy, I believe, so we're going to have a big train here. Hugos is extending the gap here to a 2nd, so Jeremy is essentially holding them up as Silver gets 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
Bance just had a little... Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Had a little slide on the exit of turn 3, so that made Tipsy Bob come even closer, and I don't think Bance will defend too hard against Tipsy.
He's trying to go after it.
But Jeremy kind of gets into the way, so Tipsy isn't really able to brake late. Really close, the two of them, but we all know that those two are respectful drivers, so they give each other enough room normally. So respectful driving between those two. Jeremy is kind of holding up Bance at the moment, not enabling him to drive exactly the race lane he would want to. So maybe Bance will have a shot at getting past Jeremy again soon.
Yeah, but if he doesn't,
if
I was him, if I didn't see, I don't think he knows it. I don't know if he knows Tipsy is behind him or not, but I mean, I think he should. But if he starts to struggle, then Tipsy is on ultra soft, so it would be pointless to hold up his teammate since he is on a different strategy than him. So
they might do some switcheroo.
Yeah, might get him some McLaren team orders. So
could be possible.
Although I'm not too sure. Bance is communicating too much with him at the moment, so Tipsy might have to.
Jeremy spins out in the penalty.
Oh no, Jeremy spun. Yeah. Oh.
Absolutely drifted out of the track.
Jesse hits the wall. I think somewhere. Jesse is retiring. So I thought that was him for a minute. As Motocross has a look at Matthias down there, but doesn't get the move done there. So yeah, that was a big mistake there for Jeremy. That's gonna cost him majorly. So and he's on a 2-stop too, so that's gonna help. That's not gonna help at all. So let's see.
Tell me if I'm killing your ears, by the way.
No, I need that. I need to wake up. So it's
okay.
Yeah, I woke up.
I don't know if viewers have to wake up. So
yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm too loud, but
no, you're fine.
Wow.
You're fine.
Wow. It's my signature move.
Yeah.
When your ears expected the least, then someone spins, and then I'm like, whoosh, wake up.
Yeah, but Tipsy, meanwhile, is just all over the back of his teammate.
Oh, and Jeremy puts it into the wall again.
No. Bit. So yeah, but yeah, let's see what we have here. They are catching up to Hugos again. So this is for the podium. Tipsy scrapes the wall, I think, there a little bit. He does lose out there, but there's a big train of cars here, all down the order here from 11th to 3rd. So F1, I believe this is a very good opportunity for somebody to make use of the strategy. Like if they're one of these guys that goes for the undercut, one of these ultra soft guys, they can probably jump some of these guys if they have the pace. So as these will start to die out eventually in a few laps. So. Or actually, yeah, in a couple laps they will die out. I believe Buddy already pits for Hypersofts. So maybe he just gave up and going for fast lap things because he is 50 seconds behind Speedy, or behind Silver, I mean. So yeah, he's gonna be getting lapped eventually. So, by everyone.
Meanwhile,
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, in the last 7 laps, or basically since the safety car restart, so for the last 10 laps. But Pala has been catching up big time to Speedy. Speedy's still running in first, but Pala has only 1.5 seconds between them, between those two. Between himself and Speedy.
Yeah, but meanwhile, sorry to interrupt you, Tipsy is going to have a look down around the outside here of his teammate. He goes a little bit wide on over the curb there, and Bance does defend it. So yeah, I don't think Bance wants to lose any ground here, because no. He's not gonna care about his teammate in this case. Revo does catch up to the back of both of them, and Veld and Nick and Matthias and Motocross are all there, and Terror is coming up as well. So Jeremy gets a stop-go penalty for that. So yeah, we have a major train here at the back with Hugos at the leader, and Pala is catching Speedy. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If you keep an eye on the battle for the podium positions there.
I think Matthias just had a bad exit. I'm not quite sure though. Yeah. I think that's the biggest bunch of cars I've ever seen in an F1 online race. 17 laps in. That's amazing.
Amazing racing there as Buddy now, or Pala, I mean, is going to have DRS now and be on the back of Speedy. He is catching him by a lot here. He has a look there, but he's kind of not really able to do anything.
Tipsy hits the wall! And Revo is forced to get off the track, therefore, so that wasn't really good. I think that wasn't really good for him.
That's
so
a shame,
Revo jumps down into P10 and will now be the will be subject of an attack by Terra Incognita probably.
But yeah,
and now the bigger part of the train dives
Tipsy does lose. Oh, did Tipsy go into the pits? Yeah, Tipsy goes into the pits, yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but, okay, so meanwhile, nothing happening here. Pala did have DRS. He's going to be on Speedy as the laps unfold here, so... meanwhile, Hugos and Bance are going for it now. Bance is trying to have a look here. Okay, going into the DRS straight here. Now Bance is gonna have a look here. He's gonna have to tuck into the slipstream here. He pulls out a little bit early. He's not really getting much here.
Yeah,
Hugos defends to the inside here. Is he gonna have him on the brakes here? He does get it. It seems his nose is ahead, and that is the move done. Fantastic driving from Bance. As Hugos is gonna start to struggle now. Yeah.
So he's in a net P3, but he might
Tipsy
be able to...
And Tipsy gets a stop-go penalty for crossing the line as well.
No.
I think Jesse got the same thing. Or not Jesse, somebody else did. I think Jeremy or...
Silver.
I'm not sure, but I saw somebody get that same penalty, so...
and Pala and Speedy are now almost glued together on track.
Yeah, this is what we were waiting for.
Approaching the second bridge of the track.
Speedy gets a little bit wide,
runs a bit wide. You can tell he's struggling on his tires. Not really entirely his fault, of course, as mentioned multiple times today and also yesterday. The problem is just obnoxious.
Okay, Pala's gonna go for the undercut.
Pala tries the undercut.
Pala's gonna... okay. Does he get a penalty? Yeah. Okay, good. Not. I thought he was speeding there for a second. So yeah, Speedy's gonna have to turn up the engine here, turn up the ERS, and go for it now. And so yeah, Hugos is falling down the order now. Veldemek is gonna have a look there. That is not an overtaking position or place there though. And Matthias is on the back as well. Buddy puts in the fastest lap on hyper soft tires. So that's an ego booster there for him, having a pretty unlucky race, unfortunately. But yeah, okay, they're diving into the pits now. That's Motocross, Veld, and Matthias now. So Veld gets a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding, unfortunately. Revo has DRS on Hugos now. Last time these two fought, they did come together. So Pala comes out ahead of the gaggle, so that's good for him. So, oh boy, Revo and Hugos. Excuse me, sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, I was trying to mute my mic so I could sneeze, but I didn't want to leave my sentence at the end there. But yeah, Revo in the DRS now. He is ahead now and past Hugos there. Very well done from Revo, keeping these soft tires as alive as they are now, since they are in better condition than Hugos's 11-lap-old Ultra Softs. So. Anyways, let's see. Pala actually comes out behind Bance, though, and Bance is going to be wanting to get right past him. Yeah, this is very detrimental. He does force his way there in the Anderson Bridge, and Bance is going to fight him back here. So yeah, Pala needs to get past here. So yeah, Pala does get past. So it would be pointless to hold him up any longer. So great driving from.
Certainly not doing Speedy a favor particularly. It's 24 seconds at the moment, so I think
Speedy does come into the
might
pits.
Just be fine.
Yeah, Speedy is 23.6 seconds there. So yeah, he's gonna pit here. Hopefully he has a smoother pit stop here. Every 10th counts, as we say. So let's see what Pala can do here. Speedy is coming out of the pits now. He's coming around the penultimate corner. Let's see what he can do.
Is in the penultimate corner, yeah.
Speedy is coming out of the pits now. Is this the move done? Is this the lead? And I have that safety car glitching all over the place.
He has got the lead, and even
Pala is in the lead, and Bance gets past him as well. Bance goes wide though. Yeah, he's gonna have to give that position. He doesn't get a warning, so yeah. Oh, Revo gets a time penalty though, and
they are still side by side. Bance
yeah, they're side by side. Speedy is gonna have to warm up his tires though here. So yeah, okay, now he's gonna have a look around the outside. They make contact. Oh boy.
Oh, did he? Okay.
They made a bit of contact there. Yeah, no love lost between these two terrorists in the fastest lap of the race. Now he's up into 6th place after the pit stop.
Yeah, great drive.
So Terror actually jumped everyone. Yeah, Terror undercut almost everyone.
Exactly.
So Hugos goes into the pits now. He's gonna lose out here. Nick, I apologize. Nick is ahead of him, so Terror's gonna have to have a look there. Revo and Bance are gonna be sitting ducks for Terror. So this is not. Or actually, there's a 19-second gap. I don't know if that's enough for Terror to do, but P5 is easily doable for him. So we will keep an eye on that. So yeah, Pala is taking off from Speedy. 3 seconds, 4 seconds now is the gap. But Bance and Speedy are gonna have a bit of a battle here. But I don't think Bance is gonna be able to do much on the 11 lap. Older soft tires compared to fresh, brand new ultra softs on Speedy. So,
but Revo might be able to be competitive. So he could maybe take that podium position in the end. Also, not the best prediction when I said I'm 100% positive that the Ferraris last race did a better job than the Ferraris this time.
I mean,
as now Revo and Nick are up into P4 and 5, but that's what is exciting about Singapore, especially with the rain. Like, there's so many different strategies, normally even in the dry, with drivers starting on different compounds, doing their qualifying laps on different compounds. So much can happen, and now with the rain, it even promotes more racing action and more mixed up orders.
Can we mention something? Terror and Nick have done 4 stops. Buddy's on his 5th. Buddy's doing his 5th pit stop right now, but he's in last place. But Terror and Buddy have done 4 stops, and they're in 5th and 6th. Veld has done 2 stops, and he's right behind them. But that's big props to Terror and Veld and Nick. I mean, for that. That's utterly impressive. But now Terror is gonna have DRS on Nick. He's gonna be a sitting duck here. They're on the same tire strategy here. So yeah, Terror is going to have a look around the outside here. Is he going to go late on the brakes? There he does. Yeah, Nick locks up a bit. Terror runs very wide there and overtakes him, not off the track, but he does have to run wide there. Gets the move done there. So well done from Terror. A little bit questionable, but the move is done nonetheless. So now Veld is going to try and catch Nick if he can. So let's see what's happening here. Revo is falling off the back of Bance here, unfortunately. So, not much developing.
Currently, Bance seems to have the edge.
So, meanwhile, actually, we will spectate Tipsy and Motocross here. Motocross is 6/10 behind Tipsy. I don't know. Let me see the tires. What's happening?
Yugos just made a pass on Jackdaw across the Anderson Bridge, I think. At least, no, not across the Anderson Bridge. But in front of the Singapore Sling thingy.
Yeah, so
if the Singapore Sling is what I think it is.
That's turn 10, I believe. So
the infamous turn 10 that sent cars.
Oh yes, that's it. That was
yes.
Yeah. How long? 2008 to 2012. What a turn. Best turn on the calendar. Best corner.
Yeah.
I will mention. I'm going to talk about the track for a bit because I know a lot of people don't like this track, but this is one of my more favorite tracks. I like it.
I hate it.
I know you do. I actually like this track, minus the curbs and the tire pressure, but to drive, I mean, I like doing hot laps on it. So in 2017, I used to do a lot of hot laps on this track just because I had nothing else to do, and I was just trying to learn stuff. So this is pretty much where I learned with the wheel, because I wanted to get a hang of one of the harder tracks. I'm sorry.
That was that makes sense. You can go on.
Yeah. So but yeah, in this game, I don't like it as much as I did in 2017, but I still like it nonetheless. The corners here are pretty technical. There's some really good ones, like turn 9 and 10 I actually kind of like, and through the Anderson Bridge, it's a pretty flowing sector. So interesting. A lot of people, I mean, it is very hard sometimes because it is very narrow, kind of like Monaco, but well, I don't know. I personally like it. Yeah, motocross.
Yeah.
Skims the wall there a bit, but he's not really making up ground on Tipsy, even though he will have DRS. But Tipsy is kind of managing the gap here very well. So nothing much happening here now. We're having a bit of a lull session again, as it was with the safety car. But this is so far the closest battle on track.
Yes. So while you enjoy this track, I really dislike it because every time I drive it, it feels like it's really exhausting, as you said.
Yeah, it is.
After doing it, you know, there's probably like 5 laps and I'm getting into a fatigue, and then I'm doing everything wrong and I just can't get anything right here. So I dislike it because I'm just bad at it. I mean, the track is objectively bad, and everyone who doesn't like it should never drive in the league again. Just so I can pick up a position.
Okay. So yeah. But
interesting viewpoints.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I don't really like. There are a lot of tracks I don't like. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Russia. In this game.
Like it.
Oh yeah. So I believe we're opposites. I'm not really a fan of Russia. I'm not really a fan of Coda as much either. Considering that is my that's my second home race essentially. Australia is my main home race. USA is my second home race since I live here in America. But I'm not really a fan of that track either. Or Brazil. Brazil is my least favorite track on this calendar, hands down. I just do not like that track. So yeah. Hopefully I have a final. Yeah, hopefully I have a final that day, so I don't have to race. But or test or something. But
I gotta admit, while you don't like Kota, I really like the Hockenheim Ring.
Oh, Hockenheim is a good one. Yes, I really like it. At least
I'm getting something.
That's your home race too, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yes.
Before it was the Neo Straits was Austria, and I like that one too. So.
Oh, Austria! I have AOR there today, but I don't even want to go because I want to study. Because I have, like I said, I have 3 tests this week that I need to study for. So I wasn't even gonna commentate today because I was just gonna go probably go to the library or something and study. But yeah, I'm unable to. I just woke up and I saw the messages and I was like, I gotta commentate. So
yeah, so pretty glad you made it in the end, and we're having having a little chat about whatever story time tracks Revo has.
Revo's caught up to Vance.
Finally, yeah, he made a bit of a jump forward in the intervals, so he's now really close to Vance, and he should have DRS as soon as there's a DRS zone, of course. And also Motocross has finally caught up to Tipsy Bob's back, so both McLarens now might struggle to keep cars behind them. We'll see.
Yeah, I believe they're on the same strategy. Revo and Vance are on the same strategy. 1 lap older for Revo, since he did go in one lap before. But so this is gonna be an interesting development. Let's see if Revo has the pace here. Vance might be struggling a bit. He doesn't, as we said, he is not very keen off this track, although he is in a very good position here, P3. So let's see what he can do here. Revo does have DRS now. Coming down the start-finish straight, we have yellows in sector 2 and 3. Not able to do it there. Gets a little bit of a swapper there. Hits the curb. As we said, the curbs here are a little bit deadly, especially turn 1 if you don't do it properly. So coming now down into turn 4. Let's see if this is enough. He's gonna have to turn up the ERS mode here. He has DRS as well. Going into, I believe, overtake. No, he's not gonna have it, so he's just gonna hold it there for a bit. So gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that battle. Yeah, as I am keeping an eye on the gap there with Tipsy and
Motocrosser.
Yeah.
Another gap that is kinda interesting is Terra to Revo, because Motocrosser and Tipsy are running side by side at the moment. Tipsy just reclaimed his position after he was in the back for some seconds. On the intervals, he has reclaimed the position. I think he was running on the inside, and Motocrosser, of course, with a worse line out of the corner, so Tipsy was able to reclaim the position. So good for him. And Revo is now half a second behind Vance. What I was about to say was that Terra has made a pretty good drive now. and he is 7.7 seconds behind. So before it was 20 seconds, I think he will be just out of range by the end of the race, so probably like 4 seconds or 3. So kind of unlucky. I think he could well have won this race, at least, or maybe not won, but on the podium. I think he would have been on the podium for sure if he hadn't made that strategic mistake.
Yeah, but meanwhile here, Revo is gonna have another shot here at Vance. Yeah, he's catching him. Vance is struggling a bit here. Revo doesn't really get a good run here. He's gonna have to get a better run here going into turn 4 or turn 5 or 4. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, he does have DRS now. He is in the slipstream. He's up into overtake yet, and yeah, Vance is gonna not really defend to the inside here. Revo's gonna dive it down the inside. Vance is later on the braking. So Vance defends that very well down, and Revo gets a bit of a kick on the back end there. This is actually going to help Terror, because Terror is catching them with 5 laps to go here. So, so hopefully I gotta do that real quick, not erase everything off the spectator menu. So, let's see. Terror is 6 seconds behind. If he keeps this pace going, he's on. Let's see how old his tires are. Or he's on 8-lap-old ultra softs. So they will be a lot better than the soft tires, but I'm not too sure if I'm not too sure if that's gonna be enough, because they will start to die out soon. So hopefully he can make it work, and if he can get a podium position with a 4-stop strategy, then I mean, actually that's not a major thing, because technically he stopped for well, he did the 2 stops from actually no, he did do 2 stops, so actually no, you're right, I'm right.
Yeah, he got inters,
2
and then he got
and
inters
then
again.
Yeah, 2 inters and then 2 ultras. So he's been on 5 different tire compounds, same as Nick, who's running behind him, has a big not a big distance, but a pretty decent distance behind him. But going back up here now, Revo is gonna have another look here. Same thing, round 3 here between these two. Vance is keeping it ahead. Revo's rears are probably lit up like fire at the moment, though, because yeah, he is struggling a lot now. Vance is gonna have to take advantage of this and get out of here. But yeah, that's not enough at the moment. So this is gonna help Terror out, because give him a few more laps and Terror will catch up. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops. But another thing to keep in mind, it may seem easy to overtake here, but I think the drivers are just doing a pretty good job of overtaking. This is not an easy track to get the moves done on. As you can see, there's only like a couple good places to do it, and even then, those spots are pretty tight and narrow. So, as from the wise words of an F1 racer, you have to be alert on a street circuit. So you gotta, yeah, you have to find, if you find that opportunity, especially in this, you gotta go for it. So that's what we're seeing here from the drivers. But Revo is catching up again here, so.
Matthias, meanwhile, is really close to motocrosser, so he might be able to double his points amount by making 1 pass onto a motocrosser from 1 to 2. Yeah, Matthias had an interesting race, of course, with a wet onto dry tire strategy, and he's now really close to motocrosser, whereas motocross has kind of fallen off the back of Tipsy Bob, so Tipsy Bob might be allowed to keep his P8 behind Weltmannecke and behind Nick. It's now 3 seconds between Terra and Revo. Terra might
they're gonna start fighting each other here now too. Yeah, they I don't know how the penalties are. I don't know if you've been keeping count, but yeah, that's oh boy, that's another swapper on the back end there for Revo. He's not doing well to that turn, to the exit of turn 3, but he has a better run here now. Vance hits the wall there. He's going to have DRS now. This might be the move.
Yeah, he has.
So yeah, this might be it here. Vance is going to have to defend to the inside. Now he's going to keep it on the outside there. Revo is going to have a look here, late on the brakes. Who can get the move done here? He's going to have to fight him a little bit more.
Vance and they are side by side.
And now Terror is coming up to them.
But he manages to defend his position. Terror getting closer and
closer. Terror is getting very, very close now. This is going to heat up eventually right at the end here. So this is going to have to, or Vance is going to have to get out of there, but it doesn't seem like it, and Revo is going to have to get this move done because it seems like he has a lot more pace than him.
Matthias has made the move on motocrosser in the meantime, on the main DRS straight, so not the first, the start-finish straight, but the long one, you know?
Yeah. The DRS straight, that's what we call it, I believe.
Yeah.
let's see. I don't know how this is developing now. Motocross. Oh, Matthias gets past motocross. Oh, you said that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I blanked out for a minute.
Fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was like, oh, what the heck? I saw the gap there because I was watching motocross still. Tipsy did get away though. Another one thing to note. So he will. Oh no! Revo hits the wall, and Terra hits.
Revo out of P3. No, P2. On third try and managed to name the correct.
Yeah,
number.
And he has wing damage now, so that's gonna cost him. Yeah, his teammate is right behind him too now. And yeah, oh, he's parking it. He's parking it.
Yeah, F1 game bad. And
F1 game bad. Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, and motocross is DNF'd as well. Is he missing a tire? No. Motocross
motocross at the wall. Oh no, he left. Yeah, he hit the wall, and so he just retired as well. Yeah.
Oh no, so we're losing 2 drivers. So close to the end, and Terra will probably be unable to catch Bans, but.
Yeah, let's see though. Bans is struggling here. That'll unleash Terror now. He has a. So he may or may not have. I mean, that's gonna help. That's not gonna help Terror, as you said, but he will have still some clear air. So he has 2 laps to do this. Maybe he can get it done. He is 2 seconds behind. So
actually, 2.5 probably.
Yeah, he'll have to turn up the battery maybe, but he can catch him. Bans makes a mistake. You can see the gap is coming down a bit, couple tenths here. It is 1.9 seconds, so give it a couple laps. I think this might be doable for him.
Yeah, he might be in DRS for lap 31, so at the last moment. His tires are better, of course.
Yeah, Matthias, meanwhile, is also catching Tipsy, so we're going to have a look at that. Or I'll have a look at this as for the moment, yes. So, he's right on the back of him here. Tipsy is going to have to defend. He's up into P7 now since Revo is out, and a big shout out actually to Veld Meneke, who's up into P6 from P16. So good job. I think he's a reserve driver getting points here. P6, so that's 8 points, I believe. So that's a great points haul for him. So meanwhile, the gap there is 1.4 seconds between Bans and Terror. He has a whole another lap to go for that. So let's see if he can make this work.
So Matthias now really close behind Tips, not nailing the apex.
Yeah, I think he was taking it cautious there.
Eliminates his opportunity at this point. Oh, and Terra got DRS. His DRS is open, so now he will be on the hunt for that podium position. He might be able to get it.
Yeah, give it one more lap. Bance is going to be struggling. He is on. Keep in mind the tire compound differences. Bance's tires are probably completely shot, and there he's on the. And that's the worst tire to be on, as Matthias now has DRS on Tipsy. Can he have a look here? Tipsy does have the considerable distance there, so he's not going to be able to do it here. So he just backs out of that one, yeah. So now we're going to go up, have a look at Terror fighting right at the end for this podium position. So let's see if Bance can fight it or not. But yeah, this is a great development right at the end of the race here.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
across the Amazon Bridge now, and Terra, probably not able to have a look here because that's not really a overtaking spot, and he's not close enough. But it shrink the gap and shrink the gap and shrink the gap until he is in touching distance. Also, speaking about touching distance, Veld Meneke is only half a second behind Nick now, possibly claiming P5, but not quite sure that he hasn't got the tire advantage Terra has got. But
we have yellows in sector 1. I don't know what that's for. Okay, it's gone now. Sorry.
Oh, it's Buddy. It was Buddy.
Oh, okay. Okay, now Terror, he's right on the back here now, though. So this is it on the final lap here as we go now here. He has DRS. He's going to have a considerable amount of speed, but he's not going to be able to do anything right here. This is not the moment. So let's see if this is it here now. I don't know how the penalties are.
Better run, much better run. Sticks that is known down the.
Oh no, Bance gets a swap on the back end there, but he gets it there. Terror goes a little bit to the side there to avoid it, but now on the DRS straight, he's gonna be a sitting duck. This is the moment here. This will be the podium position battle here. Let's see if he can get it done.
Who will break last, basically?
Who is the last of the late breakers here? Terror is gonna have a look, and that is the move there. Forces Bance. Bance is gonna. Oh no, Terror hits the wall.
Oh no!
And that's it. I think he's got wing damage there. That's actually it.
Yeah.
That might have just cost him.
Oh my god.
Right at the end, that might have just cost Terror. So now all you can do is hold on to this 4th place. But Jack is a considerable distance. So. And oh no!
Gets a 5
Oh, there was a yellow there for that, and he gets a he just got a 5.
So that'll be
removed. That will definitely be removed. We saw that. So that was for Terror because Terror overshot it and hit the wall. So that's on him.
Yeah.
Or was that a corner cutting or a yellow flag?
It was a corner cutting.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did go. He put all 4 wheels off the track there.
Oh,
and Benz hits the wall!
Into the wall, Benz chokes, he bottles it.
But Paula wins the race, meanwhile, I apologize.
Up into P3.
Paula wins the race.
Gets the podium position.
Tara does get the podium. What a
race really won't leave us alone.
What is...
Paula, meanwhile, with the victory.
Paula wins.
Speedy in P2
and
managed to keep it together, and if Tara doesn't do something incredible stupid now, he will be able to be on the podium after all.
4 pit stops and what could have been a 5th one there. What a turn of events there as
Tara indeed into the podium positions.
And Vance get that time penalty, so I don't think it's gonna matter there in the end.
Yeah, it won't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Round about Maneka in P6.
Matthias jumps in though, since he had on surf stop goes 6 he also did. So yeah, Matthias goes up into P6 there from that, and that is quite the turn of events for 2SRL there. A lot of unserved stop goals are going to be served there. Silver comes home to get the last point scoring finish, and Jackdaw is just going to bring it home here. Wow. So we're just right on board.
This race had my heart beating to the end. Holy hell.
So a lot of interesting developments there. Congratulations, Paula, from, I believe, he started for a second. Yeah, and after suffering a poor start, and ghosting there. I don't understand what happened there, but he gets the move done, gets the moves done on Speedy, gets the undercut, and was able to win the race. Fantastic drive from him. Speedy, second place, was able to manage all the adversities thrown to him, probably, that he may or may not have been struggling with the tire temperatures. Terror, shout outs to Terror, after a pretty unfortunate turn of events in the beginning, is able to claim the last podium position.
For the pit stop error, he is probably predominantly to blame. We don't know what happened after the safety car restart too, but the recovery drive was really good. So in the pits, he managed to jump this whole train of cars. So good job from him.
Yeah, amazing stuff. And as usual, great stuff to the 2SRL crew. Great driving, great strategies, and great way of seeing how things panned out here. So, as a migrating host, because Revo leaves. So, unfortunate stuff from him again. F1 game bad. So, as we get to see some champagne spray here. So, we're just going to skip that. And here is the results screen. Just eventually. So, as soon as it loads up. But anyways, I believe that'll close us out. Apologies again for the stream. The stream quality was really bad. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna work on a fix for it. See what I can do. But thanks everyone for tuning in this week. Be sure to tune in next week for Russia. And thanks again to Thimo for commentating with me. It was a pleasure as usual. And so we will see you guys then. Thank you again, and be sure to subscribe to EGL, and have a good day, everyone.